Hey, good morning. September 2nd, 2020. Okay, Wednesday, we've got today and tomorrow, and then we got another weekend. Get rested up a little bit. I feel like I'm starting to get my school self back a little bit. I'm not quite as tired as I was last week. All that good stuff. Very good. Okay, for today's goals, we're going to use formal and informal English appropriately. So we're going to talk about the difference in how we speak and how we write, and in what situations we how we act differently in different situations. Okay, our language goals, we're going to use academic language to communicate with a partner, to ask and answer specific questions about mindset. Okay, just so you guys are aware, we are in the beginning stage of this book. Um, we're going to get into some more depth, probably some more topics that you're going to be a bit more interested in. What we're going through now is just what this says, is an introduction. Okay, we're basically just kind of introducing how we will go about things each day, all of that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this page right here. Okay, this is on page 16 and 17 of your book. I would really like to try to get through this, both pages today, and get those turned in. Um, Speaking the language of school. Language is a powerful tool. We use language differently at different times and in different places. So I want you guys to think for a second. How do you speak differently in different situations? Or how do you write differently in different situations? So, for example, um, the way that I talk to my kids at home while we're doing chores is probably different than the way I talk to Mr. Mata when I have a meeting with him, right? Okay, does that make sense? Or the way that you guys talk to me is probably different than the way you talk to your best friend. Or the way that you talk to your parents is probably different than the way you talk to, somebody at school. All right, let's kind of think about that for a minute. Okay, so for example, everyday English is the way you talk to friends and family in casual conversations. So casual, if you think about it, if you wear casual clothes, they're kind of your kick back, laid back clothes, right? Okay, just what you're comfortable in. Okay, so it's kind of the same way. Your casual conversations, your laid back, comfortable conversations, um, are probably different than your academic language or your business language, which is the way you speak or write in an academic or professional setting. Okay, I think I've told a lot of you guys I have a real estate license as well as I'm also a teacher. When I am speaking with someone who is going to spend a lot of money on a home, that's probably different, and I need to change my vocabulary or my tone of voice uh, over from what I would be speaking like to my wife at home, right? Okay, when we're watching our favorite TV show or something like that. Okay, or if we're watching a basketball game or something like that. Okay, so we can see these examples. Okay, these are two friends, obviously. Want to study together later? I will consult my schedule. Okay, which one sounds like every day, and which one sounds like kind of your academic or business language? Okay, so this girl, she wanna is actually not even in the dictionary. That stands for want to, right? Want to study together later. So she says, want to study together later, and he says, I will consult my schedule. Okay, that's a little more official or more, um, I guess, professional or academic than the friend who's speaking like, "Hey, you want to come over and hang out? We'll study our science quiz, okay, or our science words so that we can pass the science quiz." Okay, all right. So they marked every day under her and academic under him. Okay, my hallway conversation rewrite. Okay, so maybe rewrite it as um, I'm not sure what they're looking for. In the images below, one student is using everyday English and one is using academic language. Label which is which, then rewrite the appropriate language so it makes sense. Okay, so let's rewrite this one. I will consult my schedule, okay, because that doesn't really fit in this conversation. So my hallway conversation rewrite. So I would say like uh, yeah, sounds cool. Let me check my schedule, right? That's a little more casual. Okay, over here on number two. Did you perform well on the test? Are you kidding me? I aced it. Okay, so did you perform well on the test? That sounds a little more business-like, right? Or a little more academic-like. Okay, even though I'm not sure. She drinking a Looks like she's got a baby bottle right there, but I think it's her water bottle. Okay, are you kidding me? I aced it. So that one's kind of the casual, right? And this one would be, or I mean, yes, casual or everyday English. And this one was more business right here. So you would put, or I keep saying business, but it's academic language. So academic here, casual or everyday here. Okay, so maybe we should on this one we need to change how this girl with the blonde hair, replied. Okay, down here we have, may I share an idea with you? Sure, what's up? Okay, so I want you guys to decide, may I share an idea with you? Okay, is that academic or is that everyday? And sure, what's up? Is that academic or is that everyday? Okay, over here on number four, and then I want you to rewrite it. Okay, rewrite it for the second person. Okay, so for her, rewrite it how she should have said, how she should have responded. Okay, right here, I found relevant evidence. Okay, is that academic or is that casual every day? Okay, cool, I get it. Okay, and then put what you think it should be. Okay, does that make sense? So in every situation we use kind of different language. Like I say, the way you guys would talk to Mr. Mata about an issue at school is probably different than the way you would explain it to your friend while you're riding on the bus home, right? Okay, so sometimes our academic and our casual language, it needs to change. I also find that in my writing. Okay, with my writing, if I'm sending a text home to my wife about what we should cook for dinner, okay, that's different than if I were to sit down and write an email to another teacher or to a parent about a concern that I have for a student. Okay, does that make sense? Hopefully. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna move to the next page. All right. So now, what I would like you to do, if you guys are at home, um, if you guys are at home, go ahead and find a brother or a sister or a parent. Maybe you could call a friend, something like that. Okay, but in class, we are going to pair up. Okay, we're going to do a peer interview. Think about the questions below and respond using academic register. Okay, what do you think that means? Academic register. Probably academic language, right? Then interview a classmate to find out his or her opinions. Okay? All right. How do you feel about reading aloud in class? Okay. I do not like reading aloud in class because blank. Okay. Then your partner's response. Okay. You're going to interview them blank. So if I were interviewing Coach Lundgren does or does not like reading aloud in class because blank. You're going to fill that in. Okay. When something is challenging for you, what do you do? When I encounter a challenge, I usually blank. Okay. Then when Coach Lundgren encounters a challenge, he blank. Okay. So we're going to interview a little bit today. Um, all right. So here's something that I kind of like right here. Okay, and let's talk about that. When you're doing kind of an official interview or you're talking with somebody in kind of a professional way, you want to look them in the eye, okay? Obviously, you want to look them in the eye because you want them to know that you are focused on their answers, that you care. Okay, lean forward. Why do you think you would lean forward? There's a reason why people don't have a lazy boy recliner while they're doing interviews. They lean forward. They're professional. They're not lazy about it, right? Okay, there's a time and place for the lazy boy. Trust me, I know that. Okay. Lower your voice. Okay, so kind of give yourself a serious voice. Okay, and then also listen attentively. And I think that goes back to look at your partner as you are talking and listening. Okay, and you're looking at them. Excuse me. It shows that you are listening and you're paying attention to their answers. Okay. All right. So that's what we're gonna do today. Um, I will have I will have a spot for you to upload this to Canvas. Okay, uh, guys. Today I want to focus more on the reading section. Make sure so when we log into our student application that you're going to the reading section, um, and we're making progress with that. Awesome, guys. Have an amazing day, um, and let me know how I can help you. Thanks, guys. See ya.